I would like to thank my beloved subscribers. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Stupendium reaction. Last time we watched, I actually don't remember what in the last thing we saw of him, but it doesn't matter now because today we're gonna be watching a collaboration song called Mouse, P.I. for hire. A Clisto Pertiliar. A Clisto Pertiliar? Sorry, I don't... Is that a pun on something? Because I don't really get the pun of it. But, yeah. This is about something like Mickey Mouse. I think like Mickey Mouse or like Disney has like a new video game or something. That is probably what they're gonna be a reference to. So, yeah. Let's just get into it right now. The volume on.
Go from zero to a complete
it
site
is
just a single prompt with Wix Harmony. I don't know if this is going to be possible.
Okay, here we go. Oh shit. That was way too fast. Mouse P.I.
Tonight's story starring the Sterling Stupendium and the fancies of Fleeced, animated upon the ones and twos.
Okay. There's an interesting vibe. Ha! That's good. He's a shooter. Oh yeah, I remember that. Blue. That's a wrestling. Is that wrestling too if you give a mouse a tootsie? What will he do? Maybe there wasn't. This whole country is on. One. Okay. Okay. Ooh. I wonder who did the animation for this. Mouse it through. Mouse it done. You done? Okay, yeah. You better run. Okay. Charcuterie, that's good. Is that a G pun? Is that another G pun? Queso, demented. The melted blue. That's blue onto it, yacht is done. Once it's done. Done. You done. Is it blue? Onto it, yacht is done. Blue conclusion, not yacht. Why do I keep saying yacht until conclusion? Give me a minute. Blue conclusion. Blue. That's good. One, mouse blue. What is the voice in the background saying? Blue. Two, one.
Forget it. You don't like cheese? That's fine. There's one thing I can't stick.
What?
Lactose intolerance. Hey, thanks for watching.
Oh.
To my patrons for copping up enough cheddar to keep me doing this cheese stick. And of course to my good pal Freak for working with me on some crime-fighting rhyme writes.
Okay.
If you enjoyed the track, make
So,
sure you check out the playlist for more of them. And you was hoping for more cheese puns, huh?
So stick around until this ends so I can do my analysis.
You want me to tell you to leave a comment?
To be honest, it wasn't my favorite. And let me explain why before you start to judge me. My issue is that most of the song, I could hear the characters saying something. My issue is that the music, it was a bit louder than I think it should be. I think you shouldn't have to try to hear the words over the song. It had never happened to you, you try to hear somebody's voice over a song. I bet you have, and it shouldn't be hard to do at all. You shouldn't even really have to try to do it. By listening harder. It should just be the way it is already. So let's take this turn by turn.
Jack Pepper, Mouse P.I.
Is that the name of the character? Jack Pepper?
A bite-sized tale of harrowing and
Bite-sized? A
potentially
cheese bite?
daring do.
Hittery dittery. What does hittery dittery actually mean? It has an old-timey feel to it, but it doesn't really mean anything to me.
And the fancies of Freest, animated upon the ones and twos.
Oh, upon the ones and twos. I feel like that a reference. That is definitely an animation reference. And I feel like I know what it means. When it says upon the ones and twos, does it mean 2D animation? Or is it referring to I feel like I've heard ones and twos before to refer to something else, and I actually want to look at it, what that word may mean. Okay, let me go to it. Yeah, oh, that, why the blip? Okay, give me a minute. Okay, go, okay, sorry, that might be weird. Okay, ones and twos. Okay, here we go. Sorry, did I put animation to see if it's an animation thing. Ones and twos refer to how long an individual drawing or pose is held on screen during playback. Animating on ones means a new image is drawn for every single frame, 24 frames per second, creating maximum smoothness. Animating on twos means an image is held for 2 frames, 12 drawing per second. Okay, so that is most likely what they're referring to, and that's pretty good. I like that one. But let's actually get into the song now. The twos. would you have been able to understand that they said, and I don't mean the mustard cheese? Yeah, maybe you would have heard it, kinda, but yeah, if there wasn't captions just available on camera, do you think you would have heard this sentence? I wouldn't have.
And tools.
That was, it's kind of good, I guess. Like, the first thing I hear is like the background music of the ba 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 ba. There's obviously a reference to the fact that it's black and white. Like, okay, I feel like I'm not giving this song a good enough shape because it's just like, you can hear the words over the lyrics. That's not my point. My point is that I think the music is creating a bit of a like, it's kind of invading the words. And I think they should work together, not try to invade each other. It should be like, you know, we're here for like the wordplay, right? Like, do Stupendium's wordplay, to hear his voice and this other person's voice. Like, we're here for the whole experience. But like, this is a song, and they did write lyrics for it. The fact that I can't hear them incredibly well is... Sorry guys, we had a minor interruption, but we are back. Let's continue. You see, that, I don't know, that part, I heard the music way more than I could ever hear the words. And I actually have a good game to illustrate what I mean. I am going to cover this camera with a sticky note. And I'm going to play the net part of the song. And you are not going to cheat, right? You're not going to cheat. I want you to write down what you think the net couple lines are by just listening hard, okay? I'm going to do it right now. This part is pretty obvious, I have to admit. Son, been never seen you, son. I feel like I can stop now. Okay, so I'm not gonna show you what lines they actually were. And I know that's kinda unfair since the Stupendium is a fast singer. But, you know what? Let's see if you can do it. I don't know how I feel about this chorus, too. Hell of a... This is the part that I think would be hard to hear without any subtitles. Away. I also feel like a lot of the references are just like outside of my purview because I don't know enough about cheese. I'm just saying also confused about what this song is about. And I feel like that is actually my fault because I don't know. Okay. The Stupendium songs do not have stories. I shouldn't say that, but most of the time, Stupendium songs are kind of static. The beginning and the end of the song are in the exact same state they are in. So it's kind of hard, in this particular instance, to know what is the song about. And obviously, it's about the game. It's about Mouse P.I. for hire. It should not be that hard to know what it's about. It's just it's a feeling. Also, I think there's a bit of the old wordplay. He will pursue that through onto it to conclusion. I do not feel highly about this Taurus. Good. It also doesn't flow, and that's the point, right? If you did a mouse done, what have you done? There must have been other solutions, right? It isn't supposed to flow. They have these commas here to like break it up. But I don't know. I feel like a Taurus should flow a bit better. And then there's the fact that like it's a weird Taurus, isn't it? Let me replay it. Give a mouse done. What have you done? Another solution. And then they repeat it. They say the exact same thing twice without any apparent need. And I know the whole point of a Taurus is to repeat. But usually if you repeat something in the Taurus again, there's a meaning to it. Here, it just feels like he's doubling it. It's done. Now, here is the actual ending to the phrase, if you give a mouse a gun, you better run before he's figuring out how to shoot one. And, you know, it's kind of weird to me, right? Like, at first it makes sense. If you give a mouse a gun, what have you done? There must have been other solutions. That makes sense because the person saying it is saying, why did you do that? There must have been another way. And then she tells us what actually happens. And what happens is, you better run before he figures out how to shoot it. And that's okay. But it made me wonder, why repeat that again and again and again? Like, isn't the shot over? Or maybe it's not. But then, my question is also like, it repeats itself twice. Like, here, you do this. If you give a mouse a clue, then the first occurrence of the line. To clue until it logical conclusion. Done. You done. Another solution. And there is the second occurrence of the clue. Done. So yeah, overall, the Taurus repeats its 2 lines twice, and almost all of the lines are the same, except for the last bit where he actually does tell us what to be worried about. And I'm not a big fan of Tauruses. They're okay, but like, in my mind, I come here to hear new lyrics. And just having 1 or 2 lines being repeated isn't my idea of what a good Taurus is. Because I feel like you're just waiting until you can do a new part of the song. So I kind of feel like a little blater. And you know, some of them can work. But in this one, it feels repetitive. And it repeats the same lines almost verbatim twice. And you have it peppered throughout the song. And I don't know, it's just, I don't mean to be harsh, but let's be honest, the Stupendium can take it. He has millions of subscribers. The cheese things, those are good. My only issue, I still can't hear them over the music. I would love to analyze all the cheese puns the song has if they were a bit louder. I feel like a good mixing of the audio to them really helped. I wonder how people feel about this song that aren't me. Okay. But there's a way. You put them in the grave. Tom and Jerry done? Okay, that's good. I enjoy that one. Rat-a-tat. That's good. Mad Hatter. Act matters. What do you want more? This story is obviously just telling you about the main character, right? Charcuterie. Oh. I actually kind of thought that the song would end here by how the volume was lowering. But nope. Provolone, that's good. There's again a repetition of it. Good. What's it done? What have you done? What's a you done? Mouse it through. Wait, what? Did it repeat it again? Oh no, it didn't. It didn't. Done. How's it done? When you figure out how to do one. And then I'll sit through. Yeah, three. Done. Wait, what? Did he repeat it again? Let me go back. I'm gonna listen to this part without any volume to see how it goes. Okay. If you give a mouse a clue, he'll pursue the clue until it yawns until conclusion. If you give a mouse a done, what have you done? Okay. If you give a mouse a clue, he'll pursue that clue until it yawns until conclusion. If you give a mouse a done, you better run. It repeats again. No, it seemed to repeat itself way more than the first two times. And then you have it there. What have you done? Okay. And what the? Oh my god! This part repeats the tour. I don't actually know if it's the chorus. What do you call the part where the song repeats itself? I'm pretty sure it is the chorus, right? But anyway, there were so many repetitions of the exact same, 4 lines so many times in this one bit. It's way more than the original one, I'm pretty sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's an insane amount. I almost feel like there's a Stupendium. I don't want to say this. I almost feel like the writers didn't know what the chorus should be. Well, they had to fill runtime. I don't want to say that. To, add more to the song. Because it doesn't really feel that, meaningful. It doesn't really have that much weight, This line, he will pursue that clue onto it through conclusion. Yeah, that's good. That is what a PI does. They do clues and conclusions. And then you have the done line, which, he's not only a PI, he's a PI with a... Wait a minute. Why would a PI have a done? Why does he have one? He can't shoot people. He is not hired by the law to shoot people in case they are criminals. Who is this guy? Hey, I'm pretty sure your average PI cannot shoot somebody if they're a criminal. Maybe they can do a citizen's arrest, and they can shoot people if in self-defense, but I'm not sure if a PI could just, like, shoot somebody because they're a bad person. Yeah, and then you have this line, which is like, okay, this is just establishing that he's a bit of a trigger happy. That he's a bit of a trigger happy shooter. But also, does it imply that we are the ones who gave him a gun? Because the clue line is pretty easy. Anybody can give a PI a clue. So, who are we? Are we the employer? And obviously, this whole part is just a reference to, you know, if you give a mouse a cookie, which, good story. He's a bit of a freeloader, though. And then you have this.
There's one thing I can't stick is lactose intolerance.
I want to say I have nothing against Stupendium, cheese, or Frieza. Yeah, I just gave my opinions. You know, maybe listening to this would be a bit better. Okay. Yes. Say, thank you for eyeballing this year's flip. Your swell. Frieza was a real big cheese on the music here. Yeah, the music was good. I want to say that my issue isn't that the music was bad. My thing is that the music, I don't know, it didn't really feel like it complemented the song. Or maybe it would have if the music would just turn down a hoot or something. Or you'll have to hoof it onto their channel and throw around some mastery by subscribing. When me and Frieza got our mittens on Mouse PI for hire, we knew we had to do some warbling. Noir detective mice and rubber hose animation? Are you kidding me? That's the taxi meow where the mouse is asleep. Anyway, make sure you have a dander at the game as well. You follow? Wait, is that the top? Is that the tops? Cheese it. That was good. Not really a lot of telling me about the development. I appreciate the tourist. Okay, it is a tourist. Okay, thank you. Just knowing if you did what mouse is done, why the fuck would you do that? I'm sure there was a hurricane of puns, and I'm sure we would have loved the hurricane of puns. My only issue is that I feel like the hurricane of puns was overtaken by the tsunami of like bit. But yeah, I would actually really love to know the plot of the game, and I'm probably gonna look it up later. Overall, I don't want to say this, but like, I think this would probably like not be something I listen to a lot, because it's not that repeatable. Like, I cannot sing this to myself. Like, even a lot of the easier lines, I would have a hard time singing. And the beat itself doesn't complement that idea either when it comes to singing it. Because, like, what I kind of want to sing with the person. Yeah, I would be hard pressed to find somebody who can do it to this song. But, yeah. I feel like there has been a lot of negativity. I just want to say that I went into the song with an open mind, and you know what? Maybe in a couple days, I will really like it. That is all, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!
Ja, det smaskade bara. Men det är ju